Hello from Snooker Tips. Someone's asked me to show them this. Basically what I'm doing, I'm on the baulk line. I'll just take those colours off the baulk line like that, so the baulk line's clear. Someone's asked me to show them how to cue from a cushion. So I'll just zoom in as close as I can to the cue ball. Something like there should give you a good idea of where my hand is actually placing. We use the baulk line across here as an idea of where to place the ball. What I'm doing, if I lay my hand, let's have you around that side of it actually. That might be a better angle, because I might be standing in front of it otherwise. What I would do, unfortunately, I bridge from the very side of the table, right off the edge, and I find I can get a great purchase on the ball. I can even get into the bottom of the ball, just by jacking the cue up. I can step in closer to the shot. Even from there, I can still get through the ball really well. That not being the point, we all play differently, and we have different strengths, obviously. And cueing technique is something that's slightly different, especially from a cushion. It's very, very difficult sometimes. So if I was to play, a lot of my friends play like this. They drop the cue onto the cushion in line with the cue ball, and then place their hand, their thumb underneath the cue, so it braces the cue straight away, and then the index finger just follows the line at the tip, and then they jack it up and push through. And as you can see, that's okay if you're just rolling a ball. But invariably, we're not just rolling a ball, are we? So I find that quite difficult. Another way is, again, to lay the hand so that the cue is across the line of the ball, nice and centred. Put your hand against the side of the table with your thumb underneath, again, bracing the cue like that. But drop the index finger up, move your centre finger across, so it's then braced between the finger and the base of your hand underneath the index finger, that part there, that knuckle part under there. So it actually sits on it, and that then is quite steady, but it's even more steady if you drop this finger over the top. Then you can play through centre ball, and you can play through quite a good range of shots from there. You can play from the centre right the way to the top of the ball. I think that's quite good actually. The trouble is, if you're a long way off the cue, not that you would be, you wouldn't be able to get your chin down on the cue. So you might not be able to see your tip. And I think that's quite important, being able to see your tip. But as you can see, that's quite a good method. So those are really the top three. I don't know many players who play off the side of the cushion in the way that I play. I think Ronnie O'Sullivan does, but I don't do it for that reason. I've just always done it that way. I think I've done it because I've had to learn to do it that way through playing English pool. I simply couldn't get down on the white is smaller in English pool, so I would tend to have to lift the cue up higher, and I found that by playing right off the side of the table, I can actually get a better purchase on the ball. So I think that's how I've kind of done that myself, but those are the three different ways that you can do it. Hope that helps you out somewhat. Bye-bye from Snooker Tips.